So in obstetrics, antepartum hemorrhage, placenta previa and abruption, how do you mark the cervical dilatation and how you mark the descent on the graph. The tone, trauma, thrombin and tissues which we keep discussing in our app, ectopic pregnancies, risk factors, diagnosis, management, very important. Hi MCA Achievers, 28 June is just around 5 weeks from now and each one of you is a lot nervous and a bit confused how to revise in these last 5 weeks. Remember, the mantra always is to keep it simple. Stick to your teachers and his notes and his PYQs, whichever teacher you like, whichever app, whichever source of information you have, do not change your teacher now. And if you're with PW, you're already with the best. So remember, in OBS and Gynae, I don't want you guys to leave your homes without reading PCOS, which is now PMOS, and CS cervix. Then in obstetrics, do not leave without reading PPH, APH also, and then please read about the fetal surveillance. The most important topic in obstetrics is the surveillance. How you manage the diseases which you're treating, like PIH, which is hypertension pregnancy, and then GDM, all of these disorders, how do you continue the pregnancy till term? Fetal surveillance is that one important topic. You cannot leave your homes without reading. Then, if I tell you the complete list, remember these topics, the next slide which I'm going to show you, these are those bare minimum things you have to read before you go for the exam. So in obstetrics, antepartum hemorrhage, placenta previa and abruption, preeclampsia, management of preeclampsia, magnesium sulfate dosing in preeclampsia, and labor stages, you must know about them properly. These are outright basics, and sometimes the basics are the ones which you people keep neglecting when you're reading the extreme details of all these topics. Please read about these. And partograph interpretation, you must know what are the methods of marking the partogram. Yes, how to chart the partogram, they'll ask you the simple questions, but they will not trouble you with the the intricate partograms which come and those difficult settings where you have to make a decision, but they'll definitely ask you how do you mark the cervical dilatation and how you mark the descent on the graph. If you don't know that, then the complicated stuff won't make any sense. To revise the partogram and do the CTG basics, cardiotocography is that intrapartum fetal surveillance test, which is the most important test. And in that, what are the reassuring patterns and the not reassuring patterns? Postpartum hemorrhage, you should know the 4 T's, the tone, trauma, thrombin and tissues, which we keep discussing in our app, management algorithm, and please remember you have to do uterine massage. There's no change in the management in the Indian setup in all the medical colleges. Okay, WHO has been giving updates. As and when we are implementing them, we'll let you know. So far, uterine massage has to be done. All right, it is there in front of all the hospitals in a chart which is pasted in front of the labor rooms, and you cannot just forget about uterine massage. And then RH isomerization, indications of giving anti-D, the dose of anti-D, and how to calculate the exact dose, which is the Clear-Hayo-Betke test to know the fetal hemorrhage. In gynecology, the most common complaint with which women come to you in the OPD is abnormal bleeding. बहुत ज़्यादा bleeding हो रहा है, bleeding नहीं हो रहा है, spotting हो रहा है, delayed bleeding है, it's not adequate bleeding. All these kind of symptoms are the major complaints of women coming to the OPD. So that is what is under the heading of abnormal uterine bleeding. And that's why you must know the causes, which are palm coin. We have told you all of that. You must read. And then PCOS, which is now PMOS. And when we are reading about PMOS, you must remember that the criteria of diagnosis is the Rotterdam criteria, which was in 2003, accepted by all the major societies in the world now. The European Society of Human Reproduction, and then the American College of OBS and Gynae, and the American Society of Reproductive Medicine, all of them have accepted the Rotterdam criteria, which was made in way back in 2003, right? And then the treatment options. Remember, there's no one drug of choice for PCOS. You must treat the symptom, particular symptom with which the woman has come to you. So for the irregular cycles, you must give COCPs. For the purpose of ovulation induction, the drug of choice is letrozole, like that. There is no one drug of choice of PCOS or PMOS, like we are saying it now. Ovarian tumors, a little bit about the the major tumors which are coming and the major tumor markers. You must read about them. And remember, in cervical cancer, vaccination is getting to be a very hot topic. Read about the Gardasil vaccine, which is a non-covalent vaccine, and CS cervix staging, management of CS cervix, and the most common stage of women coming in India is stage 3B, which presents with hydronephrosis. Ectopic pregnancies, risk factors, diagnosis, management, very important. Apart from that, read a little bit about tubectomies and vasectomies. And if I want you to read a little bit more, the diagnosis and management of preterm labor. If you're doing all of these at least, I'm sure you're going to get out of 30 marks, at least 25 marks very easily. And rest 5 marks, I'm sure, because you've been reading for the last 6 months, you're going to get those also. But don't leave the homes without reading these basic topics. Right, guys? All the best. Go and rock and roll in the exams. All the best.